What is up, Blue Foundation? How's it going, Green Giants? And welcome, Deep Red Alliance, to another Deep Red Alliance video. I appreciate everybody jumping on in. El Prey in the house. Let's go. Round 2. Yeah, man, we found the time. We made it happen. Gotta hang out with the Blue Foundation. Much love to all of y'all. I hope you guys are doing well on the second part of the day here. Or, the late night, wherever you're at. Guys, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful to the best community jumping on in. I'm so grateful to the best community hitting the like on the way in, subscribing to the channel, helping us grow, helping us keep doing what we're doing. Right? Thanks to any members to the channel. You sign up for a membership, you can ask as many questions as you want, and we'll go ahead and answer it. Unfortunately, XRP Master, I didn't get to check out Sidekick at any point today. I'll try to get it in on tomorrow's stream. I appreciate your patience when it comes to the answer for Sidekick and K token and what they got going on there. But yeah, appreciate everybody jumping on in. How's everybody doing? Let's go, ace the game. Guys, we're doing it like nobody else does, man. Blue Foundation making it happen. I'm so grateful. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers helping us get to 6K and shining light in our shadow band. Thanks to any new members to the channel. XRP Master, he's in here. What's up? He's saying, no worries, man. No worries. No rush. No rush. We got the second stream in today, though. I'm looking forward to doing some research on Sidekick and seeing what's happening there, man, and the K token. I appreciate your, suggestion out there. Shout out to everybody here. But yeah, guys, we've been focusing on X's, Decentralized Recovery Alliance, quantum resistant cryptos, post-quantum resistant cryptos. There's a good amount of them. Blue Foundation has been liking the Regent token because of the 4 zeros nature of the token. So Blue Foundation's been looking into Regent. We also like our penny cryptos. And of course, we got cryptos in the sub penny ranges. We got a little bit of Neuralink speculation for today to talk about. We're going to talk some deep reds, of course, and then we'll go into our little esoteric part of the evening. But we'll try to talk Neuralink. Let me see if the logo even pops up here. The logo shows up enough. It's not the full logo. Should have downloaded a better background there, but we'll get into it in just a second. I appreciate everybody's support to the channel. We're talking mind games, literal mind games, without a doubt. Trading volume is solid on Sidekick. Okay. Quentin Miller in the house. Oh yeah, we got Green Giants, man. I'm liking seeing all those Interledger eggs showing on up. Appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for jumping on in on such short notice. I think it was like, 10 minutes ago? So no big expectations here, but how about we start jumping into some deep reds. We brought back Anchor into the list here, ANKR at 006, negative 81% down, 10 billion supply. I mean, this thing's building, strong applications through the use of blockchains, right? Connected to 100 plus blockchains, man. Enterprise focused, a bridge. It's looking like a bridge builder right here. With its relay network, and ANKR not looking too bad at 006, negative 81% down, 10 billion supply. We've been talking about Eden, Open Eden, accumulated some Open Eden today with coffee money, 6 cents, right? Got close to about, almost 100 of these, right? For some coffee money, negative 55% down, 1 billion supply. Still loving the Rose token, man, Blue Rose. Right on the Blue Castle, the Blue Rose. It's got my heart. As we get closer to Valentine's Day, what are you giving to your partner? What are you giving to your loved one if you have one? Right? What are you giving to your friends, your family? Right? You going to give them some blue roses? Make it unique? Everybody's going for the red rose. That's what everybody else does. We go for the blue rose on Valentine's Day coming up. We also got the Fire Horse here coming on up. Right? Fire Horse is going to be running wild. Watch out for those Denver Broncos in the playoffs. Watch out for the Bills, right? Guys, I'm starting to think we may get the Buffalo Bills versus the San Francisco 49ers for the Super Bowl. Because if we're talking about a gold-backed financial system and a gold-backed dollar, right? Good to see those dollar bills facing off against the gold Niners, right? So we're thinking maybe the Bills pull off the upset on the Broncos unless the Firehorse year is just too strong, right? You got the symbolism already there, Firehorse, right? With Denver Broncos already leading the way in the AFC, right? They got to have a bye week, right, in the divisional playoffs. They're going to be well rested facing the Buffalo Bills. Bills are picking up some momentum as they just barely snuck away from the Jaguars. Interested to see how this is going to turn out. But kind of starting to lean that maybe Josh Allen might be able. Just defense wins championships, man. So I'm not going to put it past the Broncos that they could probably make it there, right? They can make it to the AFC championship game. Texans got a ton of momentum as well. Those two got the best defenses so far in the playoffs, in my opinion. Right? Patriots defense is no joke, but I think they're still about a year away from being like a super dominant defense. I think they got lucky with just a bad, very obvious, predictable Greg Roman offense against the Chargers. We'll see how they do against CJ Stroud and his quality receiving group. There could be a weakness there in the offense, but that defense is so damn good, man. We'll see. It's going to be a hell of a showdown between the red, white, and blue teams. You got 3 red, white, and blue teams in the AFC, right? And then you got the Firehorse Denver Broncos. Then you got the 49ers, the Rams, the Seattle Seahawks. And then I know I'm missing another NFC team. I feel bad that I'm missing this other NFC team. You guys are going to correct me who the other NFC team is. You got to correct me. It's 3 NFC West teams, and then who's left over? It's not an NFC South team. It's not an NFC East team. Is it an NFC West team? No. I mean, we already talked NFC West. NFC South? It's not an NFC South team, I don't think. Right? NFC North? Oh, yeah, the Bears. The Bears. Right? The Bears, dude, we got to hope that the Bears don't win the Super Bowl, you guys. We do not want the Bears winning in the Super Bowl. That means very bearish times. Right? We do not want the Bears winning this year. We've already dealt with enough bearish times. Hell, them winning during the season was probably a sign of, why it's been bearish, right? So we got to be careful with those Bears, man. They got a good setup. But anyways, moving on, right? So I'm starting to feel it's going to be a Bills 49ers Super Bowl. Josh Allen, right? He's got a baby on the way with his new marriage, right? He's going to probably want that bonus check, probably want to try to get that Super Bowl. Right? Let's see Josh Allen in a Super Bowl for the first time. That would be freaking awesome. I mean, you would get the combination of bullish, right, with the Buffalo Bills, the Bulls, right, and you would get the dollar bills, right, association, and you would have the gold symbolism. That would be the perfect trifecta right there. I don't know how good that would be for crypto, right? Because if the dollar is going to get stronger, right, then sorry about it to cryptos that are hedging against that dollar, right? Congratulations to the cryptos that are helping boost the strength of that dollar. Guys, shout out to everybody jumping on in. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Already 13 viewers. If we can get 13 likes, that would be amazing. Gee, what do you know and think about Zen Crypto? XEN Crypto? I can't remember exactly anything about XEN. I know it's a low cap. I know it's kind of kept hidden. I remember just kind of looking into it and personally not being overly impressed, but I need to look back into it. It is a deep red crypto. I just can't really draw it off memory right here because I've been asked a few times to look into it, and when I do, I kind of just immediately forget what it's about afterwards. If I'm not mistaken, it's built on Ethereum, right? It's a layer 2, or is it a layer 1 of itself? I'll check it out though, El Prey. I'll check it out along with Sidekick. Got to write that down. Right? Appreciate that. What do you think about USOR? We talked about USOR, I think, 2 streams ago. It was a response to somebody who was asking me about USOR. Not really my type of investment. Not a big fan of doing an airdrop for this token. I'm sure there could be some major gains in a speculative cycle. Not the type of token that I would look to invest to, but I don't mind if other people do. But I think, tokenization is going to deal with oil too. I don't think USOR is going to be like you know, this is just my personal opinion. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. And I'm always wrong. But yeah, I feel like, you know, tokenization is going to happen on one of these platforms. I just don't think USOR is the de facto one, but I could be wrong. Most likely am going to be wrong, just because of, you know, if they're watching, they see the type of conviction I have towards it. Hell, they're going to probably make sure it happens. Right. But it's not really my bag. More focused on the X's, more focused on digital assets that can provide decentralized recovery. I don't know if they can provide decentralized recovery for U.S. oil, right? But I do like the intention. I like where they're, you know, I just don't really like the way they advertise on X either. They're always talking about their token ticker. They're hyping up their airdrop. You know, just seems like a lot more hype than, you know, we'll see with the utility, right? I do like that it's on Solana. I think that's pretty interesting, right? Let's see what we got here. Quentin Miller in the house. Let's go. Hit the likes. Shout out to Quentin Miller. What's going on here? Message deleted by one bag? Who's trolling on Quentin Miller? Yo, whoever's trolling on Quentin Miller. Who's one bag? Let me see. Quentin Miller timed out one bag. Okay, right on. Right on, Quentin Miller. Way to go, man. No, Quentin Miller was timed out by one bag XRP. Ooh, my gosh. You cannot be doing that, dude. You get your freaking wrench revoked. Where's one bag at? We gotta revoke his wrench, man. Unfortunately, one bag is coming in on a freaking... He's coming... Dude, what's the hate against Quentin Miller? He's a green giant, bro. You cannot be doing that type of disrespect to our green giants in the chat here, one bag. One bag. What do you have to say for yourself, one bag? What do you have to say for yourself, dude? Why are you misusing your wrench? Whoa. What the heck, dude? I mean, you want to kill this stream? Is that what you're trying to do, man? You're trying to stop this stream from happening? That's like bad vibes all the way, dude. No fun, right? No fun at all. I bought so many cryptos, but XRP has outperformed all the others I have. We'll keep things simple and buy more XRP. Brian P, don't blame that at all, man. Can't have enough drops. Can't have enough drops. But one bag, man. Step on up, dude. You're such a big man. Freaking timing out one of our green giants. What do you got to say for yourself, man? I want to hear the excuse. I want to know why. I want to know why, one bag. Can't be doing that, man. Can't be doing that. I don't even know how you got a wrench to be able to do that. Like, what's your beef with Quentin Miller, dude? What's your beef? Right? Yeah, can't be doing that, man. Can't be doing that. You get a blue wrench and you freaking time out a green giant, you're automatically out, man. You're automatically out. XRP Master, congratulations, dude. XRP Master becoming a green giant gifted by Quentin Miller, dude. How dare you freaking shut down Quentin Miller's donation? Holy cow. This is offensive as heck, man. This is no way to start off a stream. You're delaying the deep red talk for your own gain, one bag. If you have any cojones, my man, you'll step up and admit why you did it, right? You'll say something in the chat. You got a blue wrench. You got enough balls to get a blue wrench, right? So how come you can't get enough balls to step up and say why you did it, right? Why did you do it? Come on, one bag. You're delaying the stream here, man. You're delaying the stream. You can't be doing this to our green giants, my dude. Can't be doing this to Quentin Miller. Right? I'll wait all 600 seconds for Quentin Miller. Right? All 600 seconds that you freaking did it, dude. Holy cow. Why would you do that, man? It makes no sense. He's just literally shouting out people's names in the chat. He didn't say anything offensive whatsoever. Holy cow, man. No way to do it. No way to do it, one bag XRP. You don't even deserve to have freaking XRP attached to your name if you're freaking muting or freaking shutting down green giants, man. Can't be doing that, man. Yeah. Yeah, can't be doing that, man. You get a wrench. With the wrench comes great responsibility, man. If you're going to play those type of jokes, you lose your freaking wrench. And if you don't step up, man, one bag, if you don't step up to say what's up or even leave a comment in the chat, I will hide you from this channel. I will find your name and I'll hide you from this channel. So you got to be stepping on up into the chat and saying why you've been freaking. If you were just saying, hey, I just want to mess with him, cool. That's totally valid, right? But at least say something. You know, don't be in hiding, right? Don't be in hiding, enjoying the chaos that's happening, right? One bag might be an agent for Jake Claver. The disrespect. The disrespect. I can't be having that, man. Can't be having that, unfortunately. But guys, we'll jump into some deep reds as, you know, as we wait for one bag to muster up the courage, because he has so much courage to mute Quentin. Doesn't have the courage to just say what's up in the chat, right? Say why he did it in the chat. He likes to hide behind his cute computer screen, right? This freaking guy, right? Bad vibes, bad vibes. Can't be bringing bad vibes on a chat like this. Only good vibes and good times, man. Clash is up next, brother. Clash. Cam and Jez, dude, if you want me to check out Clash, I don't know about Clash, but if you guys want me to do some research and give an opinion on a live about a certain crypto, just to, you know, hey, we're doing this for 2026. We've been doing this for, you know, 9 years now. And we're starting off in 2026. Finally, you know, any questions from Grays, right? Or Blue Wrenches or cryptos that you want me to look into, just a base fee of 99 cents or a base super chat of 99-cent donation to the channel to help us grow, to help us get to 6K subscribers, to help us get in a, you know, in a chat or in a studio with a nice mic. Right. So if you want us to look into that digital asset, I'm already going to be looking into, thanks to the donations earlier by XRP Master, Sidekick Ecosystem, and the K token. And then we're going to be looking into, because L Prey asking about it, Zen Crypto, XEN Crypto. So if you want my man Cam, just you know, base 99-cent super chat donation, and I'll take a look at Clash and give an opinion about it. Tim Allen. What about XPR? We've talked about XPR in the past few streams. We talked about Metal Blockchain. Tim Allen, you might be actually able to answer this for me, my man. You might be able to answer this for me. Technically, what you're asking is a question, so I'm not going to really say an opinion on XPR. We do like it, right? We were talking about it in triple zeros in 2023. We were talking about Metal Blockchain at a penny, right? Back in the day. Once again, we've been doing this for 9 years, guys, talking deep reds, talking cryptos that are undervalued in the crypto ecosystem. We have a hell of a list here, a hell of a blue foundation here that keeps us accountable, right? But if you want to hear my opinions on XPR, you know, just once again, you know, at least a super chat of 99 cents to help us move forward. Once again, I'm not trying to scam people out of their money, right? You can sign up to be a member for $1.99. That's better than freaking signing up to somebody's Patreon for 100 freaking bucks. Right? We're doing this for 2026. We've been doing this for free for 9 freaking years, right? And it's gotten us really nowhere. It has not helped the channel grow too much. We've only gotten up to 5,000 subscribers, right? And I think we talk about a lot of info that people would make you sign on to Patreons for, right? And I'm going to be talking about a ton of cryptos, you know, in just a bit here with the deep reds. These are the cryptos that I choose to talk about. But if you want me to talk about another crypto that you guys like, you know, especially if you're a gray or a blue wrench, just a 99-cent super chat donation. That's all, right? I appreciate everybody's support. The donation is more not for me to look into your crypto and give an opinion. It's more for me to just grow and freaking get into a studio and be able to share screens, do multiple casts to X and YouTube, right? Be able to afford StreamYard, right? Help us behind the scenes here, without a doubt. But Tim Allen, you know, with XPR, I'm not going to give too much an opinion on the tech and what it's doing. Once again, we talked about it at 000, so you can sense that we're kind of bullish on it, right? But maybe you can answer this, man. How come no major blockchains are following XPR blockchain on, how come no major blockchains are following XPR? Oh my God, Tim Allen. Tim Allen signing up for a green giant. Shout out to you, man. Okay, I'll give more of a legitimate XPR response here. But what I've noticed is that XPR and Metal are not being followed by major blockchains on X. Usually every freaking blockchain, especially the big ones, right? Especially ones that are making an impact, are followed by some connection between the major blockchains, right? Either it's Anatoly following a project, or, it's the blockchain project themselves following the other blockchain project, right? Especially if Metal is going to be a layer 0 that hosts other layer 1 blockchains, right? I just find it interesting that there's no major blockchain connections or founders that are following these projects on X. That could be something that's very bullish because maybe they're all in the know on that freaking project and they're just keeping it hush hush. But I'm just surprised that is it really every freaking project that's in the know on XPR and Metal, right? Like what's a small crypto project? Like even a small crypto project can't be following them, right? I just think it's very interesting that, you got a lot of hype around it. You got credit unions on it. You got the Visa Direct, service that they've been, a part of. They got ISO 20022 compliance. All of this is self-proclaimed, by the way, but you do have them being noticed by the partner showcase, right? The Visa, the FedNow payment service showcase and stuff like that. So they have been recognized by that, which is very bullish and exciting. But, you got a bunch of credit unions on that blockchain being connected, right? And you do have existence of some blockchains on the layer 0 of Metal, but those are in-house built blockchains. XPR, very fast settlement, very fast, basically feeless transactions. Awesome DeFi with loan. I like it as a speculative asset, especially here in the low 00 ranges at around 0.003 for XPR. Metal chain, I think, is 10 cents or somewhere around there, right? I still like the value of speculation to get whole numbers of these digital assets. I like them more when they were at a penny and triple zeros. I have stopped accumulating these digital assets personally, but at these levels, they look pretty decent if it's your first time jumping on in, right? I'm not the most overly bullish on this project, but I am pretty excited that it has, at least proclaims, it hasn't been really acknowledged by a public entity outside of Metal blockchain and XPR, but they're saying all the right things, right? In terms of what we would like to see for speculation, right? ISO 20022 compliance, KYC in the protocol level, which is very impressive, right? Layer 0, layer 1 blockchain connections, right? Credit unions connected to this blockchain. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be doing. El Prey, dude, shout out to you, man. You didn't have to do that, man. You're already a freaking, you're beyond Blue Wrench. You're a green giant, dude. You're just an undercover green giant, man. So I appreciate you. Ripple Affect. Holy cow, man. If we guys, if we can hit the donation or give a shout out to Tim Allen for joining the Green Giants. He's got he's already been a green giant before. He's a little toddler green giant now, man. I appreciate you continuing your green giant status with us, dude. Much love to you. So yeah, XPR, do a little bit more. I'll do a little bit more research because of the donation there. So I've written it down, but that's my general, question about it. If you can find a blockchain that is following them on X, right, that maybe I'm not following, but because, you get to see the common followers, right? And I try to follow a lot of different blockchains, right? So it helps me, look into some of these blockchain projects to see what type of connections they have, right? Sometimes they have sneaky little under the radar partnerships that are about to be announced when you have them following each other on X, but they haven't necessarily said anything publicly, right? So that's the thing that's curious to me with XPR and Metal is where are the following? Where is the other blockchains that are acknowledging how awesome XPR and Metal is? But maybe they're in the know. Once again, this could be a bullish thing where they're being told to be very tight-lipped about this top-tier technology. Cliff K, can we look at Clash? Oh no. Is this the invasion? Is this the invasion of like scammers? Guys, watch out, Green Giants. Watch out. We may have the invasion of some scammers coming on in. We got Cam and Jez talking about Clash, and then we have Cliff K talking about Clash. Hey guys, if you're coming in and you want me to look into Clash and you want me to talk about it, at least a base donation, super chat of 99 cents, or you can sign up to be a tiny green giant, right? Or higher, and I'll answer any questions that you have, right? But watch out, guys. We may be having the scammers coming into the chat. We've already had 2 people talk about Clash that have had separate accounts. Blue Wrenches, get ready, right? We may be having some scammers coming into the chat, some bots trying to just pump their Clash, right? Once again, you want to prove that you're not scammers, just a base super chat of 99 cents, and I'll take all the time to do some research on Clash. That's what you really want, right? Quentin Miller, no, we see you, man. You're not still timed out. Luckily, you're not timed out anymore. right? One bag XRP, you got to watch out, man. You got to watch out with your next moves here. You already are risking. If you do it again, man, if you do it again, we're hiding you from the channel. You probably already merit being hidden from the channel. You can't be messing with the green giants like that. Can't be doing it. But anyways, we got a question here for top 3 meme coins. Top 3 meme coins. I mean, Doge would be too obvious, right? I think Doge is going to definitely do well. SHIB sure can do well. In terms of meme, I like LOBSTR in the XLM ecosystem. I think it's one of the best utility meme coins that are out there, and XLM memes are going to draw some speculation. I am liking XTAR to draw some speculation in the XLM ecosystem as a meme coin. Another meme coin, let's see, what's another meme coin? Base Egg, BASEEGG. Base Egg seems pretty interesting in terms of a meme coin. Army, ARMY, and the XRPL ecosystem seems pretty interesting as a meme coin, right? Can find it on First Ledger or XP Market, right? Or MAG, possibly. So I like Army as a meme coin. What else, man? What are other good freaking meme coins? I mean, now we're going to go on a freaking meme coin shout out spree here, Ripple Effect. But I really don't focus too much. Like, it's to my detriment because I used to own millions of Doge back in the day when it was a joke. And man, I really wish that I didn't, this is one of my lessons of why I don't like to cash completely out of any cryptos, right? And swap a whole amount of this crypto for that crypto, right? I did that for Doge and it freaking bit me in the butt, man. I could have been a freaking Dogillionaire right now. So, but yeah, I think Doge is going to probably still continue, man. We're going into the years of the dog stars, right? Sold my soul for Clash. Okay. I sold my grandma's meds to buy Clash. Oh my God, Cypherium 88. Guys, Blue Wrenches, can we start delegating here? They don't want to freaking super chat. They just want to shout out their freaking crypt. Got you tabbed? What does that even freaking mean? Have a good night, man. Got you tabbed. What does that even mean? What does that even mean that you got me tabbed? Is that the way they freaking stop us here? Guys, sorry. Got things happening outside the car here. Give me one sec. Yeah. Appreciate you, Ripple Affect. Yeah, guys. Anybody mentioning Clash in this chat probably scamming. So I appreciate the support. Man, the scammers came out hard today, dude. Scammers came out hard today. They're freaking wasting the time of the chat here. Not only do I get them in the comments, now I'm tabbed. What the heck does that mean? Why do you even care about this channel, man? Why do you even care? There's channels out there with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you care about this channel that just has 5K? Like, really? You want to waste your time and your life on something like this? On the worst show with the best community? You really want to do that? All right. Hey, man, do what you will. Do what you will. Shout out to everybody here. Much love to all of y'all. Wow. I almost wish that I didn't stream just because of all the freaking bad vibes that are going on. This is supposed to be a good time, man. This is supposed to be a good time. The top 3 meme coins, Ripple Effect. I want to give it a little bit more of its due because you donated $2, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thanks so much for your support. But yeah, Dogstar XTAR is one of my favorite utility ones. Luminaire seems pretty interesting if we're talking about XLM memes. HBAR, GIB in the HBAR ecosystem is getting a lot of love in terms of meme coins. But in terms of top 3, it's too difficult for me to pick 3, man. Too difficult. I mean, I would probably just go with the base ones like, Doge, Pepe, right? Doge, Pepe, and SHIB. People like Floki, right? People like Floki as well. Not really much of a meme coin dude, man. But, bro, I agree. It could have been a billionaire with Doge, but it was a long time ago. I thought it would never do anything. Dude, that's the funny thing is you think it's a complete joke, right? You're being told it's a complete joke by all the freaking influencers. This is why we got to do our own research. And sometimes when we have a crypto, if we freaking bought it in the first place, we hold on to it, right? We bought it for a damn reason. Dude, I was hedging. The reason I even got Doge, right? I was like, oh man, it's so many zeros and it's a limited supply. What if it actually starts doing something, right? I had the right intentions. I was like, man, what if it actually did something though? Like, how hilarious would that be, right? And then I still freaking sold it, man. You're a real live wire. Shout out to that one guy. Appreciate you, man. Oscar in the house. I have to go see you later. Keep up. Don't let anybody get you down. Appreciate that, Tim Allen. Much love to you, man. Hopefully we get to see you again soon. Thanks for your question, man. And I'll definitely be looking into XPR and giving a little bit more of a response to your donation there for XPR and some research. But yeah, hopefully that was a good answer to what we were able to give there. Once again, go on that deep search to see what blockchains are connected to this layer 0 blockchain project. And XPR, I know, is the layer 1 blockchain project, but you're talking XPR, you got to talk Metallicus, right? You got to talk metal as well. They got very impressive type of things. I just want to see more contributions across the industry, right? If I want to see more acknowledgement across the industry for what XPR is doing, but maybe they're keeping it hush-hush for a reason, and that could be very, very bullish. Oscar meme coin, G, it's the next one. Interesting. Oscar meme coin. Like the Academy Awards Oscar? Is that what you're talking about right there? Is that what you're talking about right there, El Prey? Guys, we got to jump into some more deep reds here. XPL, man. Plasma, right? Setting up infrastructure for stablecoins. Sorry, I got a hair in my eye, and I'm trying to, remove it here. Give me a second. All right. XPL Plasma. Infrastructure for stablecoins at 115 million, negative 65% down, 14 cents. Definitely dig in what XPL is doing, right? We got IOST at a 21 billion supply, Internet of Services token at 001, building on Ethereum. It's a Ethereum layer 2, but hey man, ETH is going to be around for a good bit, right? Until we start seeing major developers progressing and growing towards other ecosystems. For right now, the institutions and people like Ethereum security, and you never know with Ethereum 2.0, right? I'm interested to see what Ethereum's going to do. I think Ethereum's going to kill it in this next speculative bull cycle because it's been getting held back. A lot of people talk FUD about it, right? I think it's going to go to multiple thousands of dollars. I think possibly even 30,000 per Ethereum. I think it's, it's basically what Bitcoin was at 40,000 or at $4,000, right? Except I don't really want to be accumulating it, and it could be to my detriment, man. And it has all the major connections that you would want to ask for. It's the leading compute layer without a doubt so far, right? So far. I don't want to be picking winners and losers in a market cap out of 3 trillion, right? Especially when the market cap eventually is going to be 20 trillion bucks for the whole market, right? I think in this next speculative bull cycle, we possibly get close to $20 trillion in the freaking market. We go from 3 trillion to possibly $20 trillion. It's going to be a hell of a bull cycle, you guys. And the cryptos we hate are going to even make gains from it. It's just the way that it is. Ethereum always shows up and shows out in every freaking bull cycle. And this is going to be no exception, right? Regen at 003, negative 91% down, 148 million supply, doing carbon credits. Eco-friendly crypto. Guys, the eco-friendly era is not even here yet. The eco-friendly speculative era is not even here yet. That's going to be a narrative. That's going to be a storyline. People looking for, just the way people are looking for privacy-focused cryptos and privacy as infrastructure or default by privacy, privacy default projects. You're going to start seeing that for storage, right? Decentralized storage. You're going to start seeing those type of speculative cycles for metaverses, right? Decentralized metaverses, VPNs, other things in the stack, carbon credits, right? Eco-friendly crypto narrative is going to be playing a part, especially in these next 2 years when the climate ends up being a problem, right? It's not really a problem. It's just us doing stupid things, right? A lot of tons of mind games, right? But they definitely want to have you shift towards eco-friendly. They want to make you aware of your impact and be rewarded or penalized based on your impact of whether you're an eco-friendly participant to the world or not, whether you're a 1 or a 0, right? We go to OpenX. OpenX AI at 9 cents, negative 75% down, looking to be the infrastructure, the AI operating system on base, 100 million supply, right? OpenX is pretty, they're building mini apps for base, right? They're contributing to the base protocol. They have meetups. They have a pretty big following already. Just unfortunate that this thing came out during a bull cycle. Weird black and white crypto logo. OpenX not looking too bad. OpenX not looking too bad. They want to tax us with carbon credits? Yeah, without a doubt. They want to tax our, yeah, with carbon credits. Exactly, man. That makes sense, ripple effect. I mean, that's what's going to be coming in, dude. They're going to find other ways, you know, to get your drops, right? Ooh, you didn't recycle today. Sorry about it. You lose some drops. Oh, you decided to drive your gas car today. Sorry about it. You lose some drops. Rafa Liza, appreciate you, man. 1333. Thanks for the W suggestion you gave on Uncle Buster's show. I grabbed a bag of it. Dude, if you guys are coming from Uncle Buster's show or XRP Boardroom or Coffee Time, I appreciate your support, guys, to this channel. We've been doing this thing for 9 years, talking deep breads, talking about a lot of different cryptos, infrastructure plays, interoperability plays, settlement layer plays, identity plays, cybersecurity plays, right? Privacy plays, compute plays, right? We're trying to find all the layers in this Internet of Value stack. We are even keel. We don't have any attachments to any of these freaking cryptos anymore. We are jaded as freaking heck. I'm just looking for deep reds. I'm just looking for good values. I'm just looking for digital assets that have utility and good volume going through them, or at least good infrastructure, good tech, right? Maybe they don't have the adoption yet, but the tech is looking freaking pretty damn impressive, especially with the backing, right? We got Rafa. You know, people say I talked about too many cryptos, right? I get a lot of comments saying you talk too many cryptos, man. You diversify too much. I don't own all of these digital assets, but I talk about them because they have some pretty appealing tech to me, right? And, you know, I'm trying to find cryptos that are one of a kind, right? It's just unfortunate that there's tons of cryptos that are one of a kind, right? These aren't your usual, like, you know, I'm not talking like, you know, cryptos that people have heard about before. We're talking about pretty no-name cryptos, or cryptos that are hidden very well in the deep reds in the lists here, right? It's not like we're just freaking naming every single crypto under the sun. That's not the case, right? We're trying to find cryptos that are unique, right? And there's a ton of unique ones. I love freaking digital assets. If you want to hold just a few, that's up to you, right? I'm just saying what I'm doing, right? And I'm accumulating whole numbers of all these digital assets that I dig, right? Not all of them on the list that I mentioned today I own, right? But at least they're appealing. They're on my radar. I might get them, right? I might get them. But W, we definitely have it back. W at 3 cents looking very, very appealing at 10 billion supply, right? I appreciate that. Yeah, W wormhole, man. Utilized by Securitize. Securitize is invested in by BlackRock and Ripple. W has been shouting out utility of RLUSD across the wormhole interoperability layer. They've given a shout out to Ripple for creating the most compliant stablecoin to date. You got to love that. You got to love that when you get that type of positive review from Wormhole and their interoperability, right? Definitely bullish on the black and white W. Thanks for the hard work. Much appreciated. Oh, dude, Rafa, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing up, and thanks for hitting the likes, guys. Thanks to any new subscribers, guys. Hey, we don't draw the type of crowds that some other YouTubers do, right? We usually hit about, what, close to 20 likes on average. Hey, we're leveling up. It used to just be 10 likes for a really long time. It used to be just 10 viewers. I'll take the extra 6 viewers that we have here. We have choice with G. Yeah, of course, CD. And dude, I'm not here to make people FOMO. I'm not here to make people feel guilty. I'm not here to tell people what to do. You already have enough people saying, you know, trying to guilt trip you into investments. Oh, man, if you're not into this one, I don't know what to say, right? If you're not into this crypto, oh, man, right? You know, the type of freaking talking head, hype talk, FOMO talk that they talk about, right? Oh, man, if you're not into this crypto, watch out. You're going to be regretting it, right? Getting you to FOMO overinvest, right? Chances are those people even saying that aren't even overinvested. They just want their freaking crypto to go on up, right? But think about how many times every freaking crypto YouTuber you see, oh man, if you're not in this, watch out. You're going to bet, hey, you're either in it or you get left behind, right? And then they tell you, hit the like, hit the subscribe, right? Become a member, right? They tell you to do that. I say, I'm grateful. I say, thank you, right? I say, thank you for that. Sorry, guys, got something happening outside the car. Give me 1 second. But yeah, it's outrageous. It's outrageous. Guys, shout out to everybody here. Much love to the Blue Foundation. HNS, decentralized naming service. No other blockchain in this space is doing what HNS Handshake is doing at 0.005, negative 53% down, 800 million supply. Gotta love HNS providing decentralized naming service, right? In a world of centralized naming services, blockchains currently rely on centralized naming services on the internet. This is going to be a problem. There cannot be any centralized points of failure whatsoever in this decentralized blockchain world. You want efficient blockchain and decentralized blockchain. A lot of things outside of it or in its stack need to be decentralized as well. You need decentralized storage. You need decentralized identity. You need decentralized streaming, right? You need decentralized data, right? You need immutable proof from all angles. No central points of failure from all angles. It's not going to be allowed. So HNS is fulfilling and the only one filling up this layer, a true layer 0 in a way, right? With decentralized naming service at 0.005, negative 53% down, 800 million supply. We got RWA with hidden road connections, BlackRock connections, Ripple connections as well. Eden, Open Eden, EDEN. RWA play 6 cents, negative 55% down, 1 billion supply. We got RSR, Peter Thiel, right? Stablecoin, stable assets need an output of risk. They need something to put the risk towards if you're going to keep keeping stablecoins stable, right? You don't want to be pegged to a centralized point of failure. That's where RSR comes in and it takes the volatility. I'm excited to see when the volatility starts to go up for RSR. 0.002, negative 81% down, 100 billion supply. Hopefully this thing goes to $3. That would be amazing. We got QuantX. Dude, QuantX looking bullish. Quantum resistant crypto. Agreements and acknowledgments from IBM as quantum resistant blockchain technology. This is going to be the next era, the next evolution of blockchain. You need to be quantum resistant. Modern cryptography is possibly going to get compromised by quantum computing sooner rather than later. People are saying it's a decade away. It could actually be faster. With how fast AI is adapting, our little benchmarks or, goalposts that we have in terms of when quantum computing is going to be viable needs to be shortened, right? The acceleration of development of AI and the rollout of AI and quantum computing is going to get faster and faster. And I think by 2030, 2032, right, you're going to see it possibly being a serious threat, right? So QuantX being prepared for that, XX Network being prepared for that, Naoris, N-A-O-R-I-S, being prepared for that, right? Quantum resistant ledger, QRL, being prepared for that, XPX being prepared for that, Able, A-B-E-L, being prepared for that. That one guy, we're in crunch time without a doubt. Bro, I agree with you. There's many good ones at great prices. Ethereum, Bitcoin is too high. Exactly, man. We're not talking about every freaking crypto under the sun. People think we talk like about every freaking crypto, right? And we're just so general that's why, there's people out there who want to put their flag down on just specific cryptos, right? And, hey, kudos to them too. At least they're talking about cryptos that nobody knows about, right? At least they're talking about cryptos that nobody knows about, right? We're just doing our side of it, right? And there's a lot of freaking decent cryptos that we have no clue what a bull cycle is going to do for them, you guys. There's a lot of cryptos on this list that we have no history with. And I don't want to be missing out on that personally, especially when their tech looks very damn good, right? Things like QuantX, Naoris, XX Network, XPX, right? The big freaking blue star. We've talked about, the importance of Sirius across all esoteric circles, across, occult circles, right? Across freaking, ancient cultures. The big stars have some importance. And they've intentionally named it XPX, right? The ticker. But they've intentionally named it Sirius Chain. They intentionally changed the name from Proxima X to Sirius Chain, and they changed it at the perfect time, right? 2018 was the year of the star, right? And that's when the testnet of XPX and Sirius Chain was created. It was the year of the star. 2018 was the year that's on the Economist cover of the golden coin, right? Now, people think XRP is going to be the golden coin. It could be a metaphor for many other cryptos. I think the Economist cover is really about a gold-backed financial system, like just generally talking about a gold-backed financial system. But the esoteric stuff, the symbolism in that economist cover actually fits more appropriately for XPX than it does XRP. And I'm not trying to FUD the XRP community. I'm not trying to FUD XRP whatsoever. I'm just saying, in terms of the esoteric connections and occult type of connections and symbolism, it's a lot more connected to XPX than you think. Remember, Sirius, the star, is known for the cycles of rebirth, right? What is a phoenix known? It's cycles of rebirth, right? So in the name itself, it is known for rebirth, right? Right? Death and life, right? Then you also have, phoenix symbolism in Egyptian cultures. Isis, who have been viewed, who's connected with the Sirius star, connected with wings, right? Phoenix wings, right? Obviously, the Egyptians thinking gold is the element or the metal of the gods, right? Some thinking the gold skin was the way the gods looked like, right? You think Root might have a chance with the new Meta president. Oh, is it a president from Meta with Root? Turple Nurple? I got to look back into Root, man. Just kind of accumulated some when it was at the 000 ranges there and just never really thought about it again, and then kind of got turned off when Futureverse and them kind of had their fallout. But once again, they did this during the bear cycle, and maybe it was a FUD campaign on Root to get people off the trail. There's always a chance. I never want to declare. I'm still crossing my fingers with kin. Right? So I don't want to freaking declare crypto dead until we start seeing this bull cycle happening. Right? Meta just got a new president, but I just read that Root offers XRP rewards. Ooh, fantastic. Gotta love it. Gotta love that they still have that XRPL connection. That makes it a little bit more bullish, without a doubt, Turple Nurple. Right? Man, you guys are giving me some homework. Right? Got me looking into XPR, Root, Zen Crypto, and K token. All right. Moonfeather Rising in the chat. Shout out to Moonfeather bringing the bullishness. Guys, if you don't know about their channel, I highly recommend it. Good stuff for esoteric, readings. And, she sometimes correlates it with freaking crypto. But definitely just, I dig that type of stuff personally. I'm into, tarot and symbolism and, destiny, fate, right? You name it. Things beyond what we can see. Feelings, right? Emotions, vibes, frequencies, you name it. We're talking about the symbolism of Neuralink here. By the way, I'm bullish on Chainlink, right? Imagine Neuralink and Chainlink having, you got Oracle price feeds just going through your brain right here. But guys, if you guys have seen the show Severance, right? The show Severance is a lot about Neuralink. It's a lot about it. There's a lot of meanings of what Neuralink does. Neuralink is being viewed as a very positive. The way they showcase it on the media so far, it's very positive, for people with ASL or, can't move their bodies, right? They look for Neuralink and they're able to move the computer, right? They're able to move a cursor on the computer. They're able to play video games on the computer, right? And at first we laugh at that, right? We laugh as like, that's really all you're able to do. But guys, think about it. Video games are only getting more sophisticated, right? This is going to be a retreat for people like this to be able to go into the metaverse, right? This is just the beginning of going into the metaverse with your brain, right? Going online with your brain, right? What did they do in Severance? They put a chip, right? The size of a penny or even smaller, right? It's like a pill-sized chip right to the center of your freaking pineal gland, right? Neuralink right here. Look at the X right at the center. They have a freaking X right here for Neuralink, right? The X is right there at the center. It's an hourglass figure. It's an infinity symbol, but the X is right there at the freaking center. He always loves the X. He knows that X and Neuralink are going to be playing a part. He knows that Starlink is going to be playing a part. Chainlink, right? Man, best believe Chainlink's got something to do with this. Neuralink, Starlink, right? Bringing in Chainlink price data and Oracle feeds, CCIP. the security, right? But Neuralink, mind games, literally mind games, getting people connected. Watch, you're going to keep hearing good stories from this. You're going to keep hearing the benefits of Neuralink for people who are disabled. You're going to keep hearing this narrative growing throughout the years, right? I don't think this thing becomes mainstream anytime soon, but within the next 10 years, you're going to see this exponentially becoming more important, right? Becoming more relative. It's going to improve. The product is going to improve. The product's going to evolve, right? You already got people who are interested in their Neuralink asking about how they would update, right? How they would update their Neuralink. My gosh, man. People are people who probably don't even have anything are interested in this because they just want to be ahead of the game with tech, right? This is the obsession with tech that I've been talking about for a bit. People are just so open to it now. More open to less resistant to it than they were before, right? Less resistant to digital identity than they were before. It's all linked together. It's the missing link, without a doubt. I have a multi-level spinal fusion. I'd love an Elysium exoskeleton. There you go. Turpo Nurple, you'll probably get it, my man. Artificial limbs, if you guys aren't invested in artificial limb, stocks, right? Anything connected with that. Those are going to be big. It's only going to be more relevant, right? As we go along. People's mental health is going to continue to be an issue, right? What if this product happens to make you less depressed, right? Doesn't give you the option to think about depression or anger, right? What does this man talk about? What does he talk about, right? What does he talk about? He talks about the global consciousness. He talks about the collective consciousness. What is a collective consciousness, right? What is this infinity loop? Being caught up, there's no way out, right? There's no way out. The collective consciousness is a hive mind, right? Hit the likes, everyone. Shout out to Quentin Miller. Much love to you. Guys, appreciate the support. Already 21 likes. Let's go. 369. Right? Everything's in frequencies. Moon Feathers on YouTube, man. I highly recommend checking it out, guys. Guys, Moon Feather, if you want to drop in your YouTube channel link so people can just jump over there and subscribe, man, that would be great. I'm sure they would be interested. Great timing with Link and Sirius. Just posted my latest Bearable Guy 123 mini decode. Yeah, Bearable Guy. I mean, dude, he's the journey of the tarot. All of his freaking posts have something to do with the journey of the tarot. Hell, even the sunflowers. If you look at the Raider White Tarot deck, there's sunflowers all over the place in the year of the sun. He's riding a freaking white horse in one of his memes. They're in the year of the sun. There's somebody riding a white horse, right? What does he talk about? Looking at the sun, right? Hell, he even has one with a rocket going towards a big star, right? What's the big star? We've been talking about the big star, right? I think BG123 is hip to Sirius as well, right? I don't think he's, I think he's definitely bullish on XRP being the de facto settlement layer, right? But Bearable Guy 123 is his journey, is a tarot journey. Hell, he might end up doing 22. Don't be surprised if he ends up doing 22 riddles, right? Maybe he's already done a good amount, already halfway there, probably, right? Do you think this is our year? I think this is the beginning. I think we definitely get a speculative cycle, right? I think we get a speculative cycle out of this ripple effect, unless the Bears end up winning the Super Bowl or they go to the Super Bowl. If the Bears go to the Super Bowl, then I don't have hope for this year. I think there's going to probably be a catalyst that derails the plans of, the year of the sun, right? It'll be a year or two off. It'll be in the year of the world 2028, most likely, when the bull cycle then comes, right? So we got to hope that there's no bear symbology coming up. They're already getting us prepared for the blood year, the bearish year of the year of the monkey. Right? Year of the monkey is going to be in 2028. Unfortunate, too. It's unfortunate to have the year of the monkey. I mean, it's great for technical innovation. and radical changes, right? Radical changes. But it's also scary for, you know, how humans are affected for this, right? It's always, you know, two sides to the freaking, thing. 2027 is going to be the year of the goat, also the year of judgment. And then this is the year of the fire horse and the year of the sun, right? We were just in the year of the moon in 2025, very hidden, right? Very reflective, building infrastructure, doing it under, hidden, right? The sun reflects off the moon. So we got to see the sun reflecting off the moon, but not necessarily the sun. We get the sun this year, man, right? And hopefully the catalyst is a boon for crypto and, crypto to boom, right? Crypto tends to boom in times of chaos so far, especially when you're speculating against fiat, right? And if you have, if you get more reasons to lose hope in fiat, at least the traditional sense of fiat, you're going to start seeing cryptos going. I think they want to bring in as many people to the crypto space as possible, at least spread as much awareness about it before they freaking wreck them, right? I think they want to go push the FOMO to its freaking peak. I think it's going to be advertised everywhere. I think you're going to hear references to crypto, in a lot of television, not only SNL this time. It's going to be across a lot of platforms, right? I think we're going to hear a lot more about crypto that's going to cause people to FOMO. Hell, maybe you get a very, what if it's all year round? What if it's a longer bull cycle than anticipated because it's been a longer bear cycle than anticipated? Gee, are cold wallets safe against quantum attacks offline? If not, what's the solution? D. Curry. I mean, at the end of the day, a cold wallet, what makes, as long as you own the keys, right? Most of the time, you write down the keys on a piece of paper. If you're storing it on Decent, for example, if you're storing it on LEPAL, if you're storing it on, some of these other devices, right? Sorry, give me a second, guys. I got people doing some funny stuff out here. But if you're storing it on, other devices, external devices, as long as you have the freaking keys, it is offline, right? They're not going to be cracking into your Decent or your Ledger to get your keys unless you saved your keys somewhere, right? So as long as you have a paper, the paper keys written down or on a steel freaking plate, right? Those are your keys, man. So I think it is resistant to, I think the quantum risks are the cryptography of the blockchain being compromised, right? I think that's the immutability being compromised, right? The security of that blockchain being compromised, right? And that blockchain, dude, you're probably better off, right? If you end up losing assets to a blockchain that gets freaking compromised by quantum attack, that blockchain ain't going to be worth a damn anyway, right? It's got to be the ones that have the security, right? The security against quantum resistant attacks. Don't store it in your Neuralink. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure, Turbo Nurple. Didn't Trump say America would be the cryptocurrency capital of the world? Ripple Affect, I mean, that's what he's saying. He wants to be number one in crypto. I mean, he's got to do it soon if he wants a re-election, man. Or if he wants to do anything, freaking prove his point, prove his case. Hell, it was a way for him to get elected, right? Don't be surprised if he goes on a huge crypto tangent in 2027, 2028, right? It's part of his campaign saying, hey, see, I made crypto the capital of the world. Look at all these, look at the crypto prices here. Look at how many tokens you sold to us because we gave you what you think is a high price, right? So many people are going to sell their blue chips, man. So many people are desperate to sell their digital assets and their blue chips, right? At such a small, it's going to be a small price, man. We're going to think it's high because we've been investing for years, right? But damn, they're going to get a lot of tokens back from us, guys. They're going to get a lot of tokens back, right? They'll give us an offer we can't refuse, right? We'll cash out into stable coins or some other, and they get those tokens right back at a discount because they're about to take those tokens even higher, right? They're going to take those tokens to even higher prices. I know people who sold their Bitcoin too early, right? There's people who sold their Bitcoin at 10K, 16K, 20K, right? Look at where Bitcoin ended up going, right? Look at where Bitcoin ended up going, right? There's going to be people who are going to get priced out of these blue chips, big time blue chips, right? Can you check out Agridex? Okay, guys, I'll write this one down as well. We got a green giant asking about Agridex. We got a good amount of homework to do, man. Hopefully I can get to all of these for tomorrow's stream. I might have to even focus on just all 4 of them for tomorrow's stream. Pocahontas still fighting crypto. When that happens, G, what will you be holding on to for dear life? In terms of blue chips, I'm never going to touch at my XRP. I'm never going to touch my Lumens. I'm never going to touch my XDC. I'm never going to touch my XPX, right? Never going to touch my XX network. Never going to touch my Tezos. Never going to touch my Blue Rose. Never going to touch my HBAR. Never going to touch my ALGO. What else? Never going to touch my DAG, right? Everything else seems pretty expendable from there, right? Might not touch my TIBBIR. Might be too early cashing out on TIBBIR. I'm going to wait for that 100x that Patsy owes me. Just playing Patsy. Guys, thanks for the 22 likes, by the way. If we can get to 30 likes by the end of the stream, that would be amazing. We're already pretty close to the end of the stream anyways. So ready for XPX to come to life. Dude, I mean, it's bubbling up. The hidden sun's getting ready to show, man. So 0003, what's still an opportunity, right, to be had before we go into the new year officially, before we go into the year of the fire horse, you know, in the Chinese New Year. We also got an annular solar eclipse and a new moon happening on that freaking day. This is going to be fantastic, right? I'm excited to see what dude, I just would want, just give me one release of something or one update this year, Sirius Chain. Just give me one update. Just let me know that you're still alive and doing stuff. I mean, I know you're still alive because you released that wallet not too long ago in August, right? And then you released your storage net not too long ago in April, right? So hopefully you give us some piece of news. So far you were on a four month, you know, interval right there. So hopefully you give us something either this month or on February, right? That would be nice. Or maybe, you know, the 1 year anniversary of your storage mainnet, giving us some updates. Who's utilizing it? How's it been so far being utilized? Any successes, any bug fixes? You know, just give us something. Give us some update. I know you guys are focused on the enterprises. You're not so much focused on getting X followers or trying to get anybody into this freaking digital asset. But damn it, just give me an update on the project. Just give me an update. Elon is promising X-Men-like powers. People going to flock to it. Exactly, man. Right? Hey, you'll be able to levitate with your Neuralink. Right? You're going to be connected to X. You'll have all the information. You'll have the hive mind. Right? You'll be connected with everyone. It's going to be oneness. Right? It's going to be crazy, but yeah, I'll also, and anything I cash out to, I'm most likely going to be cashing out into gold, silver, precious metals, right? I don't care if it's considered chasing the pump or not. I'm just going to keep going for precious metals. I don't want to be cashing into fiat whatsoever. Don't want to be cashing out into fiat. Don't know what fiat's going to become. It's going to get gold back in some way, shape, or form, but I don't want to be there. You know, I don't want to have it in the bank, right? I don't want to have it in the bank when the banks are about to freaking, you know, get compromised, right? XPX just need 1 cent life-changing. That's it. We just need 1 penny. We're not asking much, D. Curry. We're not asking much, right? Blue Foundation's not asking much. We're going to have to flip our own switch on it, just like we did with SHX, right? We're going to have to flip our own switch on February 17th. It is what it is. They leave it this low for that long, then we'll flip our own switch. We'll take over the blockchain, right? Start doing stuff with, you know, for ourselves with it. We'll start, we'll start doing something with the speculation of the currency, right? I know they don't really care about speculative, right? But we'll start speculating with it, right? Crypto boom is retirement and gold panning. There we go. Dude, and I'm going to be maintaining my wealth. I'm going to be focused on holding on to it. I ain't going to be I'm going to be spending it on necessities, right? Going to be spending it on necessities. I'll probably still stay at my pad, right? But I'll be able to get a computer. I'll be able to do some streaming, right, to multiple platforms using StreamYard, right? I'm just going to be spending it. I want to be maintaining that wealth, man. I want to be maintaining it, holding on to it, right? Appreciating the hard work that was put in to get it. But that's all we need. Just give us 1 penny. That's all we need. No doubt about it. But the X is right there. X is right there. And hell, if you get this little curve right there and put it right above this curve right there, that's XRP. That's the XRP logo. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. They're so clever with their intentional symbolism, man. Whenever these big companies have a logo like this, so many people overlook it and just think, oh, cool logo. So much intention is in on this. This is also a paperclip. And if you guys know the relevance of the paperclip in the esoteric circles, I mean, it gets pretty nasty when you start talking about the paperclip, right? But some people know what the meaning of the paperclip is, or the spiral symbolism, right? Gonna buy the best heirloom veggie seeds. Oh yeah, start growing our own food. I mean, dude, yeah, might have to, wherever I decide to plant my blue castle and plot of land that I'm gonna buy, it's gotta definitely be, you know, good for vegetation, without a doubt. Gotta protect it too from whatever they want to freaking put in the sky to mess with my vegetation, right? Gonna probably have to do indoor grown. Wasn't that a CIA project, paperclip? Interesting, David. Interesting. I mean, this is definitely CIA stuff too. I love that they already have what they want to do with this, but they have to slowly but surely make it happen, right? It can't be dramatic, right? In terms of things like this, I think the shift towards the new financial system, there's going to be a dramatic event that forces the acceleration of instant payments, monetization, need for liquidity, need for cross-border payment liquidity, need for cheap, fast, and instant payments and micro payments, right? I think there's going to be a 2020 similar type of event that will accelerate that, just like 2020 accelerated social media usage and video streaming, right? I think there's going to be something in terms of payments that's going to be accelerated without a doubt. Internet of sensors, sensor tech, right? Cryptos with sensors, or focused on hardware and sensors, right? Cybersecurity giant Naoris focused on, you know, what machines can act, what machines are secure enough to act and even participate in digital identity, in blockchain, in settlement, in payments, right? NAORIS. I'm very excited for that Saturn crypto to see what it's going to do. We got HNT, Helium token in the Solana ecosystem. Dude, this thing has just been creeping up along. This one hasn't even really seen a bear cycle. $1.34 though, negative 72% down, 223 million supply. Helium Mobile, I think still in the triple zeros. You got IOTA at 9 cents, negative 74% down, 2.7 billion supply. You got VeChain at a penny still, dude. What a crime. What a crime to have VeChain at a penny. Yeah, 6 more likes till 30, man. We're about to wrap it up here, though, so I understand if we don't get to it. But if you guys are watching later, that'd be awesome if we can hit 30 likes or 40, right? Just to keep the momentum going. Help us, quit one of these freaking jobs. Help provide a better streaming experience, all in all, right? And you guys know we can do it. You guys know we can, right? You guys know we will, right? It's not a matter of if, just when. And if it's going to be longer, then it is what it is. But, it's all up to the Blue Foundation of how fast they want this thing to grow, man. How fast they want us to get there, right? I would love to show you the list again. Share the screen, show the lists, show the cryptos, show the price, show you, instead of having to shout this out every time, going like 9 cents, negative 74% down, 2.7 billion supply. I mean, I'll still say it, but at least you'll have visuals to see it. And that's a big part of the game. Hell, we'll do deep dives and looking at videos, right? Be able to do research live on some of these cryptos, right? Hell, the cryptos that you guys are saying, hey, look into this, look into that. I can start looking into it right away on the lives, right? Right away on the computer, sharing the screen. Okay, let's take a look at it. Let's have a rough look at it. Let's see what it's about, right? Shout out to everybody here. Guys, can I see more Green Giant logos? Appreciate the Green Giants. Much love to all of y'all. Ripple Affect in the house. What's up? D Curry, shout out to you. Do we have any XPX logos? Do we have any XPX Sirius chain logos? I'm excited for that, man. People sleeping on that one, man. People love research and tech. If you freaking go, toe to toe with your AI and say, hey, just on technical merit alone, don't base it off adoption. Just technical merit alone. What do you think? Tell me about Sirius Chain XPX, right? Or tell me about Proxima X Sirius Chain XPX, right? Is it likely that because they won CBDC Tech Sprint of 2022 that they're under NDAs, hence why they had to be so quiet over the years? Because if you're able to provide end-to-end CBDC, transfer, distribution, right, effectively, makes sense that you have some of these banks going, now shut the hell up until we tell you to speak, right? It makes sense. Swapping XVG all into XPX. Oh, D Curry, man. No, not that type of mentality, brother. Not that type of mentality, right? We got to hold on to some of the XVG, at least 10 of them or 100 of them, man. We can never go complete zero. We were just talking about that with Doge, right? Why did I sell all my Doge? How come I just didn't hold on to 1 million of them at least, right? Just to see what would happen. You need a laptop GoFundMe. David, I would do a GoFundMe, my man. I would, but unfortunately, I have to put my name on it. And it allows for people to see, access my email addresses, right? It allows people to see my name, right? I would do a GoFundMe, my dude. I would, right? But this is the GoFundMe, is this channel, right? This is the GoFundMe. Every freaking donation, right, is going towards something to help me freaking keep moving forward and growing here, right? I would do it. I would do it, man. I've gotten that suggestion before, believe it or not. I appreciate you, David. Good looking out, though. But yeah, guys, deep reds as we wrap it up here, right? Mind games aplenty. Look at the X right there at the center of the Neuralink right there, right? But Neuralink, right? Mind games, Chainlink, possibly. Starlink, all coming together. We talked about the esoteric symbolism of Starlink, right? And how it's connected with Sirius. How fantastic in terms of the symbolism, of course. But we got Plasma, XPL at 14 cents, negative 65% down, 115 million supply. We got IOST at 001, negative 78% down, 21 billion supply. We got Regen Network at 003, right? 148 million supply. We also got Regent, right? The Regent project, the AI Rev Share project, that's at 402. 100 billion supply. OpenX at 9 cents, trying to do an AI OS for base, negative 75% down. Immutable AI, 100 million. Decentralized AI, let's go. DAG Constellation at a penny, negative 79% down, 2.6 billion supply. HNT at $1.34, negative 72% down, 223 million supply. Peak, right? Hardware, right? Peak doing Internet of Things stuff as well at 3 cents, negative 93% down, 4.2 billion supply. NIM, private decentralized VPN services at 3 pennies, negative 61% down, 1 billion supply. Shout out to Mr. Connector for shouting out P2P, right? DVPN from back in the day. Sentinel DVPN, man, we've been following that project since its earliest days. And unfortunately, it's done nothing but tank, but now it's at 4 zeros. Maybe that's a good time. Bank Social, BSL, part of the HBAR ecosystem, looking bullish, growing during this bear cycle in a big, big way. I don't like a BSL. Dude, BSL is still in the triple zeros, right? BSL is still in triple zeros. HBAR ecosystem is undervalued, man. IOTA at 9 cents, negative 74% down, 2.7 billion supply. HNS, Handshake at 005, negative 53% down, 800 million supply. Love getting whole numbers of an 800 million supply crypto. That looks like an essential piece of the Internet of Value stack. We got Open Eden with RWA EDEN at 6 cents, negative 55% down, 1 billion supply. RSR at 002, negative 81% down, 100 billion supply. QuanX with their IBM connections at a penny, negative 62% down, 2.2 billion supply. Anchor, ANKR at 006, negative 81% down, 10 billion supply. XPX at 0003, 9 billion supply. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love that the big star is still available. Gee, what do you think about USOR? Somebody asked about it earlier, Lizard King. Yeah, once again, not really my bag in terms of the crypto. I love tokenized oil, don't get me wrong, but hey, then what's freaking Ondu doing? Isn't Ondu looking to tokenize everything? Isn't freaking Eden looking to tokenize everything? Aren't there a bunch of... Isn't XDC looking to tokenize everything? right? So where's USOR fit into this, right? And I also don't like how they advertise, man. I don't like this whole FOMO mentality that they have for their airdrop. I don't like the, the way that they're just dropping their token ticker all over X and really active on their X. It's just not really my bag, not really my style. I could be missing out. It's going to make filthy gains probably, most likely. It's on Solana. It's a low cap on Solana. They're going to want to freaking pump that shit, right? It is what it is. I don't want to call it an S crypto. It's just not really, when I was looking into it, it's just like, I'd rather go into settlement layer cryptos, right? Tokenized oil. I'd rather invest in just oil. I'd rather just invest in oil, right? I'd rather just invest in oil, right? But USOR, I mean, it's probably going to do some great things. I'm talking too much crap on it. I hate talking crap on cryptos because they end up proving me wrong in the bull cycle. They end up making filthy gains. So if you're about it and you dig it, I'm not stopping you. I'm just giving my opinion. It's like I'll just go towards other cryptos, right? I'll just go towards other cryptos, right? Saw it classified as a meme coin. Okay. It's been up 12% since you mentioned it last night, G. There you go. See, Moonfeather, hey, you probably want me to keep talking crap on it. So I'll just keep doing it. I'll just keep doing it for the sake of your bags so then you guys can make some filthy gains, right? And convert it into some good blue chip cryptos. I'll do that for you. I'll take the L for you guys. No worries. I'm usually wrong on these types of cryptos, man. It's always the cryptos that rub me funny that are just like, hell, I felt the same way with Doge, guys. I felt the same way with Doge, and look at what Doge ended up doing. Dude, this is a clown show freaking crypto space, right? Crypto favors these crypto speculation right now favors these type of cryptos. And I'm not trying to say it's a BS crypto. It can probably have real utility, right? Once again, it's not appealing me enough to want to throw into it over something like an Aorus, over something like XX Network, over something like XDC or XPX at 000, or XPR even at 003, or ZBEC in the 00 ranges, or SHX, right? I'd rather throw into the cryptos that are, like that, or Eden at 6 cents, or HNS at 005, or Electronium ETN at 002. There's other cryptos that I just like the research more. I just like the quality of them more, right? In my opinion. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful. Just heard about it. I thought I'd ask. Okay, right on, Lizard King. I get you, man. Yeah. It looks like it's government backed, right? It looks like it is looking to be that, reserve oil asset, tokenized oil asset. I just rather invest in oil, man. Just rather tokenized gold. I'd rather just invest in gold, right? Just give me the freaking asset, right? In some way, shape, or form, right? If it isn't that, I'm just going to go for cryptos that are serving a use case for the Internet of Value layer stack. The ones that are taking care of settlement, interoperability, identity, agentic identity, compute, right? Privacy, compliance, governance, right? I'll go for those digital assets and then just live with it, right? Just wait until this digital financial system is truly up and running, man. We are still in the traditional financial system and speculation runs rampant, and it's going to do things, man. You're going to see celebrity cryptos moonshotting, right? You're going to see celebrity cryptos and celebrity meme coins coming into the fold in 2026. The distractions are going to be plentiful, right? They're going to keep trying to distract you away from these digital assets. Even if these other digital assets like an XRP, let's say XRP is running up, chances are some of these other cryptos are running up even harder around it, right? Just to keep you from not going into that digital asset as they slowly just push it on up, right? To get the other ones around it to keep going. I hear you, Moonfeather. Guys, shout out to everybody here. Much love to the Blue Foundation. That's our hour. I am so grateful to everybody who supports the channel. Thanks for hitting the like on the way out. And if we can get to 30 likes, that would be amazing. Or 40 likes if you guys are watching later. That would be awesome. Thanks to any new viewers. Thanks for the people who've just been showing up and showing out daily with us here. This is the second stream of the day, and we're trying to grow here, you guys, and you guys are amazing. I appreciate the support as always, and I'm always grateful. You guys, in the description below, thanks for hitting start earning EMBER on the EMBER app. We have our referral link there for the EMBER app. to help you earn Satoshis passively, to help you earn Bitcoin through your cell phone passively. And once again, you don't even have to watch the ad. You hit start earning Bitcoin, the ad pops up, close the app, open it up again, hit start earning Bitcoin. Shout out to the Blue Foundation. We have our Coinbase ID. We got our Ethereum address. We got our LOBSTR address. We got our XPX addresses for anybody who wants to donate coffee money outside of the stream here. I am so grateful to all of y'all. Always grateful. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in the mind. Much love. Adios.